Hi guys, welcome
Hi
back to
guys,
Normalest Chicago Residents. I'm here with,
I'm Jadyn.
and I'm Carmen, and today we're doing Inside, not by Bo Burnham,
The
but
2023 version,
yeah.
newly premiered. I actually don't know when it exactly came out, but
hmm
we saw a
So,
pre-screening, so
true. We saw it before anyone else.
we're
So,
literally so quirky and different.
but before we start, what are we doing over spring break?
Okay, well, I have my 6 a.m. flight tomorrow morning. Um, and I'll get back at 12. But I had a very eventful break, kind of. Like I don't know, I did all the things that I would normally do here.
I just came back from Springfield, to watch my sister's GI,
At the
and they
Capitol.
did so well. Yes.
Ooh,
So we went there. It wasn't that eventful.
that's so
So,
fun.
but we saw the state capitol and we went through a museum. Cute.
So fun. You don't get to know what it looks like unless you are watching on YouTube.
No real.
But that's so fun. I want to go to Springfield. Isn't that like Southern Illinois, like
hmm It's like
Southwest?
cornfield. It's
Oh,
like
really?
in the middle of
Oh,
Illinois.
okay.
But yeah, there was
That's where
nothing
like
there.
isn't that where like University of Illinois is?
A couple of universities.
Oh,
I know Milliken's by it. I don't. All of them are the same to me if they're down south.
that's so
So I don't.
random.
I don't know any of them. So
Springfield is
um,
like kind of a lame name for a capital.
it is, and it's
Ours is Olympia, which I think is really fun.
jealous.
I've never been there, but it
Olympia.
seems cool.
hmm
Anyway,
Second time back. My dad and my mom have never been there, so.
really?
Oh. hmm So it was their first time. Yeah.
Cool.
But also, I did the 815, which if you didn't know, that's like a concert for like kids 5 to 21, and they get to perform for free on a kind of like a real stage, a tiny little venue in Joliet. So my friend
Is
and
that what
I
you were
did a
talking
duet.
about earlier?
Yes,
Okay, I didn't know
we
that's what it was
did.
called, but yeah.
We did Manor and Muppet,
That's
and
what you made
it
the
was
shirt
fun.
for, right?
hmm Yeah,
Yes. So
yeah.
cute. What have you been
Um. Oh, what have I been watching? South Park, obviously.
watching?
Um, but also I watched Puss in Boots last week,
Yes, finally.
and that
You know
was
how I knew
so
you watched
good.
you know how I knew you watched Push in Boots? Because you liked
How?
my review. I was like, oh, Carmen finally got around to it.
Yes, I finally did it. The animation was beautiful, so beautiful. And then I
Okay,
watched Everything Everywhere All at Once again with my dad.
of course. After the last week's episode,
hmm
I need to rewatch it again. I like already want to.
I cried. I cried again.
I watched, okay, quick rundown. I don't remember exactly where I stopped. Um, Speed, Moonlight, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Aaron Brockovich, Superbad, Minions: The Rise of Gru, The Lost City, A Simple Favor, Pitch Perfect, The Watermelon Woman, Forrest Gump, Imagine Me and You, and the new Black Panther movie.
You're on. You're on the grind.
I've literally been on my grind. It's because I had like nothing to do here for the first few days I was here because none of my friends are here.
hmm
But yeah,
Got all of
so
those
on my grind.
movies. All of
Yeah.
those movies.
All right. So what do you say we get into today's episode?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So the trigger warnings. So there's going to be oh my gosh. Let me speak. Overstimulating sound. So like there's an alarm in it that goes on forever.
It's so loud.
So if you're not into that, skip it.
Yeah.
There's human waste in it. And then there's animals that get killed in
I
it.
mean, I feel like we can say maybe what it is because it's not like a dog.
You know, it's a fish.
Yeah, it's a fish. It's like not, yeah. The human waste was really out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, it
A little
was
uncalled for even.
yeah.
Okay. So the cast, we have Willem Dafoe as the only cast member, and it's directed by, I hope I said this right, Valis Katsupis, something like that.
Mhm.
Um, the only other cast member that it might be is like the guy that was talking on the phone at the beginning.
Number three.
Yeah. Okay, and then the description. Okay. A high-end art thief becomes trapped inside a luxury, high-tech penthouse in New York's Times Square after his heist doesn't go as planned. Locked inside with nothing but priceless works of art, he must use all his cunning and invention to survive. All right.
Yeah,
So what do
there's
we
a
like
lot
about
to
this movie?
unpack. Oh, what do I like about this movie?
I love Willem Dafoe.
Um, True. Apparently, his name in the movie is Nemo.
I knew that.
I did not know that.
I think I only knew that because I looked at the cast and I saw that.
Mm,
But I remember thinking like, oh my God, like the fish that he killed.
no, real. Full circle. But
Yeah.
honestly, it's like I wouldn't say a tribute, but like everything in the hotel, the home was like art for some reason. Like,
Yeah. But like weird art.
yeah, like abstract art.
Um, I mean, I
And
definitely liked the idea of it.
mhm. And the more you like go on, the more like cynical it gets.
Hmm. I really like that, like, because the whole thing is like he's slowly losing his mind as he's in
Hmm.
this like this person's apartment, like locked in the apartment for months.
Right.
And like, I mean, I feel like it doesn't happen too fast. It doesn't feel like he goes crazy too fast. It feels like
Yeah,
he goes crazy at like the exact right pacing and amount,
exactly. And
which I
like
liked.
the directors made it seem like it was a 3 hour movie when in actuality it was an hour and a half. Because I
Yeah,
was
which
saying that like, how long is this movie? But it was like when we got out, it was like 8 o'clock at night, and we went there at like what 6:37.
I don't even remember. Like, I don't know. I think the thing I didn't like about it is like it felt like we could have achieved the exact same amount of stuff in a shorter amount of time.
Right. I feel like it could be a short film.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like it could have wait, let me look exactly how long it was because it could have they could have cut out like a solid half hour.
Yeah.
It was 105 minutes. What is that? An hour and 45 minutes? Is that
Hmm.
right? It could have been like a full half hour shorter
Yeah.
and just as effective.
Right. But it did feel painstakingly long, but it wasn't long. So they achieved
Yeah.
that.
I mean, yeah. This is like a movie like if I was watching it not in a theater, I would have been on my phone a lot.
Hmm.
But we couldn't be on our phones because they gave us that whole spiel about like, we'll find you.
They were
We'll drag
very,
your ass out of this movie theater.
we will find you.
We'll
We
find you.
will find you and we'll find you. We'll arrest you.
The other thing I didn't like is like, okay, there's that part where he like goes in the wall to find like that weird religious text with like a pretend dead body. And it's like they could have done something with that. You know what I mean?
Right? I was
Why was that? It felt like it was like building up to nothing.
why was that there? Is my question. Did I miss something? Because I was like, huh?
Like I feel part of me felt like dumb. I'm like, is there a deeper point here that I'm just not getting? But then it's
Right.
also like they could have made it clear, maybe if like they were trying to get like a point across.
Hmm.
Especially with like all that lit up text on the wall, it's
Right?
like this is clearly meaning like trying to say something.
Exactly. But I was like, I don't get it.
Or like at the beginning and the end when he's talking about like my cat died, art is forever or some shit like that. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, what am I supposed to take away with this? Like, don't get locked in a house, don't steal art.
And like I was like, okay, so he really likes art, but then he sketches in his little art like pad like twice and both times they're like mid.
Yeah.
Like what I feel like it'd be cool if he was like making art out of random shit he was finding in the house.
Hmm.
Like he's
I
like
mean, I feel like he was with the whole like tower thing because he got out from the skyline and that kind of looked like art.
but I don't
But
think that was
like,
the intention. Like he was trying to survive.
right.
maybe it was like a little art, like that weird satanic cult thing he was making. But I don't know if that was his intention either. I think he was just going insane.
Yeah. Also, like, I just don't understand how you can like trip the wire and then like cut all the cords and like suddenly everything is shut down. Like no water, no nothing.
Well,
Like
I think if it wasn't him in there and it was like the guy that owned it, like he would have just called someone and been like, "Hey,
right,
but what's he gonna do?"
exactly. But like a tablet shouldn't like if you cut the wires to the alarm system, it shouldn't cut off the water and I mean, I guess the heating,
I
but
don't know.
like
It's a smart house. I don't know anything about smart houses.
I'm confused about that. I'm like, it shouldn't cut out your water. And like the sprinkler alarm going off and nobody like
Because
in the
you'd think like cutting out the wa you think the water would be more connected to the rest of the building.
mhm,
Yeah, I
personally.
agree.
And then like wouldn't the alarm system like trigger the front desk too?
I just assumed that it was like his personal alarm system for somehow. Like maybe he's like really like weird. He's like a weird guy.
Mm. And also like the fire alarm.
The fire
I'm
alarm
just
and no one coming up when he sets the fire alarm off was kind of crazy.
right. I was like, shouldn't it be leaking out of the door too, if
Yeah,
anything?
because wasn't there like a hole under the No, there wasn't. It was actually sealed, wasn't it? I don't remember.
Was it? I
I
don't
think it might have been
remember.
sealed because he was trying to get her attention, the girl. I don't know. I was like, I just feel like if it were me, I could have gotten out of that building a lot earlier.
No, real.
Like,
Let's be real.
let's be so fucking for real right now. Like, I could have gotten out in there like the first 2 days.
And like, how does he get hurt that bad to the point where he's like bleeding?
Yeah. Also,
I feel like if he fell off of the
he would have
tower
died.
that he made, I feel like he would like at least get a bruise. That's just me. I wouldn't fall like that.
Couldn't be me. Well, he's also like 60 years old.
True. But like you fall and you bleed.
His bones are brittle. I'm sorry, Willem.
I'm so sorry. Why, also like why did they have an old man do this mission?
Okay, like I feel like I had to logic myself out of a lot of little aspects because I was just like, well, maybe he's just really desperate for the money or
mm.
something. I don't know. There
I
was a
feel
lot
like
of weird unanswered questions.
right, I feel like we should have gotten like a backstory as to why he's there.
Or
I
even
feel
more
like that would be
information on the man
interesting.
that owns the house.
True.
I'm like, why
Oh
do we
my
not know
God.
anything about this clearly very deranged man who's just, where was he? The Czech
Couldn't tell
Republic?
you.
He was somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in Europe or Russia or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's a little weird.
I like, yeah. I mean, I really liked how they made him go insane. Like I thought that that was like a
Hmm.
that was like my favorite part because it was like it felt like the pacing was very right. But there was a
Hmm.
lot of other stuff that I would have changed personally if it were my
Right?
movie.
Like, I don't know. There's
This
just like a lot of plot holes that I'm like,
which is
where,
like I can ignore
how?
plot hole if it's for like the greater story, but then I feel like the story still had so many like untied like loose ends
Hmm.
that it's like okay, cool.
And like the part where it like leads up to the end, I really thought he wasn't going to escape and he was going to do something else. I was like covering my eyes. I was like, I don't want to see this. But
I
then he
almost
gets
want
out.
I almost wanted him to do something else.
Me too.
Because okay, the thing is like okay, he was unscrewing the screws. You're telling me he couldn't have done that sooner?
Right?
Why did it take him like months to build this contraption to get up to the ceiling?
Like the skyline shouldn't be bulletproof unless it is.
I don't know. I would have gone about it differently. But that's just me.
Hmm.
Also, like he could have broken the window. Let's be real.
I mean, the window was bulletproof, but like,
I could have broken the window.
also, couldn't he like chip through the door? Like,
And
he was chipping through the door. He could have had like gone through with the rest of it.
he chipped through the door, but then he got to metal.
There's metal.
Yeah. That's why it was so soundproof. Because it was like wood and then metal and then more wood. Also, like
Why?
I wish they had just cut out the whole thing where he was like fantasizing about that random house cleaner.
Oh my god.
It was so unnecessary.
That I don't get that. That could have been cut out and like the movie would have had
The
made
exact
sense
same.
still.
It's also like I get that he's like longing, I guess, for like something like that, but I'm like, you don't need to include that. Like it would have been the exact
Yeah.
same movie. It was mid.
Come on, Bo Burnham.
No, literally, like I like fully enjoyed Inside by Bone and Burnham more.
Real.
It was more entertaining.
It was more relatable.
Yeah. This movie, I'm like, maybe it was like commenting on quarantine or whatever. I don't know.
I did not see the bigger picture. I was like,
I was like, there has to be a deeper meaning in this. It seems like a movie that has
mhm,
a deeper meaning. I think maybe I'm just too dumb for it.
me too. I feel like I need to be more wiser.
Like, spell it
I
out
need
for
to
me
gain
at
more
this point.
experience. I need to be put in his situation to understand.
I need to walk a mile in his shoes.
Hmm.
I mean, Willem Dafoe did great. He was
Yeah, he was a
like
great
I
actor.
I couldn't picture anyone else in his position. He
Hmm.
just looks so feral for so much of the movie. Like so like
Oh, unhinged.
so unhinged, so vile, so feral. I love him.
Real.
He will forever be my favorite in The Florida Project.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is there something that you would want to change about it?
quite a few things actually. Thank you for asking. I would cut out the girl. Um,
Yes, I
I would
agree.
speed it up by like half an hour.
Hmm.
Um, it's like so many of the things he did was to like prove like he was like surviving, but it's like you could have cut out so many of these things
Right.
and it would have been the same. Um, I would have, this is just a personal preference, but I would have ended the movie with Macarena playing out of the fridge. So as he's climbing up, Macarena's playing. I think that would have been so good. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It was just quiet while he was like finally escaping.
It
And Macarena
was.
was like such a big thing because the
Hmm.
fridge was Macarena. And he didn't even do the Macarena once, unless I was just
Right.
I missed that part. I would have ended it with that. I think that would have been good. I
Hmm.
would have, what else would I have done? I would have included more stuff about the actual owner of the house.
Yes.
Um, I would have probably cut out the thing with like the fire alarm.
We could have cut that down by like
It doesn't really make sense.
6 minutes because that
I
was
would have,
so annoying.
what else would I have done? I would have, yeah, I would have maybe not shown human shit. Just a shot of that for no reason. Yeah.
Because like, how is the water turned off, but the electricity is still running? The fridge is still doing Macarena. Tell me how.
I don't know. Also, clearly the water is working to an extent because it's coming in to water the plants.
I
How
like
is it only working in some
and
instances?
like the sprinklers. Like, where is this water?
Who knows? I would have like I also would have added more to like that weird dark room in the wall with like the satanic shit going on in that room.
Because that was just so random.
Why
Just a
would they
new
not
book,
add
a new book he can read.
they're trying to convert him.
No real.
Missionaries were hiding in the walls.
Hmm.
The yeah. Yeah.
And
We've
you're
come
telling
to speak about
me
Jesus Christ.
what?
Would you like to learn
Sorry,
about your
do
Lord
you,
and Savior Jesus Christ? They're in the walls. Do you know that there's actually missionaries hiding in all of the walls, all of your walls, right now? Turn around.
No. Did you know that one time? Okay, going off topic. This one time, I went home from rehearsal last year when I was a senior in high school. I drove up and these two missionaries like came up to my car and it was like 8 o'clock at night, so it was dark out. And they went up on either sides of my car and they were like, "Are you Carmen Chavez?" I was like, "Yeah."
I thought
And
I
they were
pissed my
like,
pants.
I was so scared. I was like, "Yeah, what?
You
What is
interacted
going
with them?
on?" Yeah, I like, how was I gonna get into my house?
Oh wait,
So
they're you're in your driveway already?
yeah, I'm like
Oh.
in my car and I cracked the window open and they're like, "Are you Carmen Chavez?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how do you know my name?" And they were like, "Oh, we were told that you wanted to join the Church of Jesus Christ." And I was like,
By
"No, I
who?
didn't." By who?
By
And so
whom?
I pick up my phone and I'm like, "Dad, who are these people?" And once they saw my phone, they were like, "Let's go, go." And I'm like, so I had to
What?
have my dad walk me like back to my house. That was the scariest moment of my life.
Speaking of letterbox reviews, um, my review. Let's see how many likes it has right now. I'm actually getting an ego about this, just so you know. I'm at 21 likes.
Period.
This is my most popular review to date.
Yes, movie reviewer.
I think I've updated on how many likes my review has gotten in like 3 different episodes at this point, but it's just because I'm really excited about it.
No
Um,
real.
I rated it 2.5 stars. I think you did too, right?
Did I? I'm
I
pretty sure I did. Maybe.
I, I was stuck between 3 stars and 2.5 stars, but
Yeah,
I,
two and a
I
half.
I let it sit a little bit, and then I was like, I don't think it deserves the extra half star.
Mhm.
It just was too unsatisfying.
Yeah, no. But the comments on this on the letterbox, me when I
Oh.
forget to pause the Sims,
That
so
one,
good.
I was so mad at that one because that's exactly what I would have said if
Maybe that's the bigger picture. We're thinking about Sims and we're abusing them,
yeah,
and we should stop.
there was one too many reviews about Bo Burnham and I was getting a little annoyed with them.
Not about Burnham.
Willem Dafoe moans, yells, and shits in a bathtub for an hour and a half.
Yes, that's
Fortunately,
it.
very accurate. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
two and a
credit
half.
based on an idea by only works if the movie contains an idea. Damn. Let's see what else this director has done. V- Oh my God, I actually can't pronounce it. Nothing. This is like basically his debut. There was one other movie in 2015 that I've never heard of.
Ooh, my friend Larry Gus.
Valis Katsupis. Anyway, um, I mean, I had high expectations. It's not what I thought it was gonna be at all.
Yeah,
It was like a
me
lot more
too.
weird and dark and depressing,
Mhm.
but it was good.
I've gotten so many ads for it, and I'm like, I've already seen it.
Yeah, I'm like, how about I see pre-screenings? How about I see consider
Not
that?
real. Like, look at this picture.
He's so feral.
Like,
He has rabies.
real.
Get this man to a hospital right now.
Exactly. I hope he got medical attention after.
I was shitting my pants at the review. It only has 3 likes. I'd hate to be in his shoes. I thought that was so funny. I just remember giggling to myself in my bed about that review.
I
I'd hate
personally
to be in
wouldn't
his
be
shoes.
in that situation.
It's such a good side, a good one. It's like that one episode of Victorious.
Hmm.
That's so real.
Where they're stuck in the van.
Yeah. Escape room meets performance art.
Honestly, honestly, if you watch that Victorious episode, I think you don't need to watch that movie.
That's actually really real. That Victoria's episode was so good. Stuck in the van. That was one of my favorites. Also, again, not to be that person, but they could have gotten out of that.
Yeah, they could
I get
have
why they
broken the
want to.
window.
Because it was his van, so it's like he doesn't want to break
Mhm.
his own van.
Right. But like if you're stuck there,
Yeah. Also, they literally also drank the fish tank water in that episode. Parallels,
he got inspired.
something to consider. Yeah, he literally was inspired. Who was your favorite Victorious character?
Oh, I always resonated with Robbie a lot. Like the Discord chat, we used
Is
to.
that why you're saying man or Muppet?
No, no.
It was fulfilling a deep-seated need.
I'm actually a ventriloquist.
No.
No, I like the Discord chat in 2020. We role played as but in
Okay,
a way, in a fun way.
ventriloquy can't be that hard. It can't be that
You know
difficult.
that TikTok video where it's like the girl who's singing and she's like basically she's like, "Do not enter is written on the doorway." That's what I think.
Um, no, yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I could be a ventriloquist and I would do it better.
prove it, prove it.
I don't know how.
Do not enter is written on the doorway. Why can't everyone just go on?
You just have to not move your mouth. You just smile. Did you see that girl that sings like she sings? She was on like America's Got Talent and she sings with her.
There she
That's impressive
is.
to me because she actually enunciates all of her words.
No, real.
And she's like
I'm like, how do you
already
do
like
bees? Like, I can't do bees.
she's already a good singer like without the puppet.
And then she's just like, yeah.
What's her name? Was it Darcy?
Darcy Lynn.
Oh, you know her full name. Damn. You're actually number one
Yeah,
fan.
I keep up with the ventriloquist lore.
Darcy Lynn lore.
I'm a ventriloquist.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Do we have anything else? Was that it?
I don't think
What
so.
would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, out of 10, 4. I can appreciate the emotion.
I would say 3.5.
3.5. That's solid.
Yeah. I gave it, it doesn't add up at all because I gave it a 2.5, so it should be like a 5. They're such arbitrary numbers because it doesn't make sense on the scale that we
Yeah,
whatever.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch Hunger Games tonight. I
All
know.
of them?
Just the
All of
first one.
them?
I don't have time. I have to get up at 4.
I will be watching South Park, the newest episode.
The newest episode. Okay. I need to get more into my South Park like stuff because I've just been casually watching a few episodes here and there. It's so good.
We gotta do a marathon.
Yeah. Oh my
We
God.
gotta invite Benji too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I saw this really good TikTok. I'll send it to you later. It was maybe I already did. I don't think I did. It was with South Park. It was South Park related. Anyway. Okay. This has been an episode of Inside.
Inside by Bo Burnham.
The latest, the newest review of this random. When did this movie come out even?
A few days ago.
Okay, sick.
So yeah.
We really got
That's
inside this movie.
if you didn't Defoe.
Yeah. And next week we'll have the hottest gossip on what Penn Badgley is like in real life.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We'll debrief what he's like
We'll
in real life.
debrief.
We'll let you know if he converts us
We'll have Jeff
successfully
come on
to
here
his
and
religion.
we'll have Jeff come on here and we'll have him debrief with us.
Yeah. So we'll let you guys know if he converts us to his religion. If I follow Penn Badgley, the ideology of Penn Badgley. I've been watching You so that I have more background.
I should do that too, but I probably won't.
That's okay.
I'll just go in blind.
I watched the first 2 seasons, but I don't really remember them super well. So I'm like at the end of season 1 again because I'm rewatching. Solid.
Yeah. Anyways, follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, and we have a website, Normalest Chicago Residents, if you didn't know already. And
Exactly.
yeah,
Should follow us.
if you don't, we will find you and we will find you.
And we'll kick you out of
Mhm,
wherever you are.
exactly. We will escort
Okay.
you to the exit.
Good night,
So
guys.
bye. Good
Goodbye.
night. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.